Blessings to all. Share this YouTube for everyone to see and kick the neck.
39. Nanda Jatak Manja so vanio rasi, search series thandko yathad so aramjato thito thullani gajjatiti. And once upon a time Lord Buddha lived in Jetavanarma, Arabia. A Siddhi Viharika monk of Saryu Mahatheru said this Jatak. That monk is obedient. He endures words. Sariyut helps the great Theru with great exercise. After that, once upon a time, Sariyut Mahatheru visited Lord Buddha and travelled around Danav with a Siddhi Viharika monk. He moved to Dakshinagiri colony. Obedient, that monk will not follow the Lord's word with strictness for a long time in that colony. However, when he said to do this thing, he opposed the Lord. Thavyara does not know his thoughts. He wandered around that colony and returned to Jetavanarma. When that monk came to Jetavana Vihara, he again had that quality. The Lord informed the Omniscient, Lord, one of my Siddhi Viharika bhikkhus is like a slave who was given 100 in one place. He said that those who are said to have done such a thing in one place will be opposed. As the sage said, O Shariputra, this monk was not like this. Even before, he went to 1/3 like a slave who was given 100. Vidara said, what went to one of the three is the opposite of the enemy. The other day, when a king named Brahmadatta was reigning in Varanasi, our great Bodhi animal was conceived in one of the Kelimbi castes. There is one Kelimbi son who was a friend of our great Bodhisattva. He is old. His wife's baby. That young woman gave birth to a son by the old man. That man thinks that since this woman is young, I will not take any man and steal these treasures. My son will not be given. If I take this wealth on earth, I will take the slave named Tanda and go to the forest and treasure that treasure in one place. Saying, Venerable Nanda, recite this treasure to my son. He warned him that he would leave the object without degrading it. His son also gradually grew up. Then the man said to him, Son, your father called Nanda, a slave, and hoarded the treasure. He said that he will bring that property and get the household insured. One day that son said to the slave named Nanda, Malanavati, when did my father treasure any treasure? Yes, Lord Vahansa said. He asked where the object was treasured. Swamin Vahansa said that he will go to the forest. If that is the case, take a pickaxe and an umbrella and go to the place where the treasure is. Where is the treasure? Said. The slave named Nanda stood up from the treasure and asked the prince where the treasure is for you, son of the green maidservant. Kumara did not listen to his harsh words, so he called him and came back, saying that if it had happened, he went back again for 2 or 3 days. Nanda, the slave, is similarly enraged. The prince came back with him without saying harsh words and said that this slave will tell the object from now on. Go and attack. I don't know about it. There is a son of Kelimbi who is my father's friend. I will get the information from him. Bodhi went near the Buddha and inquired about all the news. Father, what was the matter? Is the son of Bodhisattva attacking the servant Nanda from somewhere? Your father's treasure is there. He said that if a slave named Tota Nanda would be angry at a certain place, he would pull out the Kola Dasa, Varyasi, take a spade, release the belongings of the broken caste, and bring the slave to lift and take the property. The Bodhisattva told the prince the strategy of taking treasures, saying that there was a slave named Nanda, the son of a Kulikta maidservant, who was harsh and despised. Kumara bowed down to the Bodhisattva and went to the house and called the servant Nanda and went to the place where the treasure was kept. As the sage Lord Buddha said, this monk was also like this before. He brought out this Dharma sermon and finished this Nanda Jatak. At that time, a slave named Nanda was a monk who was a disciple of this Saryu Mahatheru. He said to himself, if I were born as the son of the wise Kelembi, I would be the king Tiluguru Samyak Sambudhu.